Previously on Fool's Gold Sands. I took the liberty of setting up that new tent that you won at the competition. It is mounted on the back of Jessica, facing towards the center. You sail towards Vider. There's a lot of injured people. You see there's soldiers marching around, and a good amount of these soldiers are demons.
Have I seen any Baphos demons in here?
No.
Ah.
And then the Hezro demon, which you know as Commander Kalas, looks up and says, "Town's overrun."
With?
Don't exactly know, but go into the town, find whatever it's causing this, and deal with it.
Is there any kind of weapon or something in the town? Does that mean anything to you?
Doesn't mean anything to me.
You can't go in there.
Why not?
Because like he said, you may not be immune to it. You could get infected.
What if I just, hang out on your back? I'll just move around. I'm pretty nimble.
With a nat 20, not only do you manage to hit one of the quaddle, but you basically just get it in its mouth. Jerky.
I'm gonna call you Noodle. What exactly is going on here? I think it's a demon infection going on or something. He actually pulls up the paper. Or this thing, this symbol or whatever.
You are more well-informed than I thought.
What did the
Points.
Quaddle say?
They were saying that they don't really know exactly what it is that causes it, but they know it's a great evil and that it is located in the mountain.
Yeah, I know some caves. There's a way to sneak in.
Gets close to the cave, closes his eyes and starts moving forward. But I think he's one crawl at a time. Okay, I'm gonna roll and see how he does. Do you want me to roll a will or should I do percentage? Okay.
Will save.
Okay, will save.
You're fighting against your own inner demon here.
Be so cool, but this one's not very cool.
Remember, you got that +1?
Ugh, that's a 10.
Well, I mean, with a 10, you're keeping it together, but you're not in a great spot.
Okay, just gotta go a little bit more. He's probably only a foot.
He's like a foot in the cave.
Yeah, I think Core just reaches in and pulls him out. I don't think you can do this.
I can. He's probably very sweaty.
Mm-hmm. He sets you down. It's fine. We know what the problem is. We have to go find the rune, and you can just wait with Nelfor.
Well, I'm not waiting. No way you're going in there alone.
Well, you can't go in with me, so you have to wait with Nelfor.
I don't want it with Nelthor.
Well, too bad. You don't have a choice. You're not going in there with me.
He kind of sits and just stares angrily.
Core has his arms crossed, and he's not budging either. He's also staring at you you can't go in there. That's final.
Fine.
Good. I'm glad you understand. I'll go and scope it out in there. I'll try to find the source. Like they were saying, I'm immune to the plague, so I should be fine.
Okay.
I'll try to come out with some information.
So you're not going to do anything crazy, right? You're not going to take on the deep, dark evil of whatever and, get maybe killed? No, you can't do that.
I won't be killed. I may have to take on the big dark evil myself. No one else is able to do it, then it'll be me. And obviously, if I need to take it on, then I will have Aberith on my side, and I'll be able to finish it.
But you promise you'll come back out?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Then we are going to go back to Nelfor, drop you off with him.
Oh, you're not just going to leave through the cave first?
Oh, well, yeah, that is probably still the better idea.
Let's see how this goes.
I know how this is going to go.
Well, we don't know, because, I'm kind of on the fence right now.
All right. Well, okay. Am I able to move freely through the cave, or is it so tight that I am just, shoulder to the rocks the entire time, might get stuck 20 feet in?
You're not going to get stuck, but it's tight.
Not much freedom to fight in there?
Where you are right now? No. You got one arm, But this cave, this is the tunnel that connects to the inside of the mountain.
Okay. Then I will go and inspect the inside of the cave. Maybe there's a larger opening inside of it.
Okay. All right. Then I'll stay right here.
Right. You will stay right here.
Yeah. I'm staying right here.
You're staying.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Mm.
I feel the narrator's voice, he did not stay right there.
I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about it, so we'll see.
Well, Core, you make your way through, and it probably takes you at least 10-15 minutes or so of kind of squeezing through these passages. You follow the map. Thanks to your dark vision, you don't get lost, and eventually make it to the inside of Vider, as this cave opens up into a kind of like backyard of a house inside a huge cave inside. And inside here, you have a pungent odor of brimstone and blood, and you hear...
It smells like home.
Yes. You also hear the echoing sounds of battle, some screams here and there. It's a bad time.
I think he has to stop and try to collect himself. He's not as ready to be back in the situation as he thought he was, because this is just where he was yesterday, basically, and it's creeping up on him quicker. He thought he was going to be fine.
Mm-hmm.
How far away is the sound of fighting?
It's a bit hard to tell with the echoing of the cave. Maybe a street down.
He is inside Vider, and Vider has a portion of its entire town which is just in a cave system.
In a very large open cave.
What are the houses made of?
Carved. It's probably halfsies. Half the town's outside, half is inside.
Can he still see the cave where he exited, like where he came in?
Yes, it's hidden in the backyard of this house you were in.
Okay.
Sorry. You're now in the yard of said house.
Okay. He'll call back and tell Rooster. He says, the cave systems opens up. It's larger in here.
How long did it take you to get there?
How long?
10-15 minutes?
About 10-15 minutes. I'll continue forward and scout it out. You don't have to come in. There's no danger here yet.
Okay. Just gonna try again.
We'll save.
19.
With a big gulp of celestial courage, you make your way into the cave.
I think the confidence is finding out that it gets bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As you make your way through it, there's a couple of moments when it kind of almost like gets to you when you really have to squeeze a little bit. But eventually, maybe even the sound of fighting that you hear echoing through the cave almost give you a bit of hope because you know it's going to open up soon. And eventually it does. And you not only see the light of a larger cave in front of you, but also a familiar, backside.
With that beautiful fucking braid.
Yeah.
And you emerge from the tight cave.
Okay, I did it. Okay, I'm just gonna sit down.
When Cora hears you, it jostles him out of his headspace again. He was trying to get into a zone, and then all of a sudden he can hear you, and he's like, ah! He turns around and he says, I told you didn't have to come in.
Well, yeah, and then I decided to come in, and now I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
And I went through the cave. I'm very sweaty, but I did it. You know what? It wasn't that bad. I don't want to do it again. But we should get a bit further into the actual cave that's bigger.
Okay. Core will pick up Rooster.
Yeah, see, Rooster was walking forward and he just went, huh?
Yeah, he picks him up and Core puts you on his shoulders.
I mean, he's heavy.
I know.
So now you have 300 pounds on your shoulders.
Yep. His heavy load is 400. Okay.
So it's a heavy load.
But it probably means that if you're fighting, you're going to have a real fucking hard time fighting with him on your shoulders.
Yeah. Okay. There's fighting a bit further off, so be careful. Your number one priority is to not get scratched or bitten or cut. All right?
Got it.
I don't care what you have to do to make sure you do not get infected.
Roger.
Don't get infected.
Roger. Got it.
All right. I guess we will be inspecting the house first. Is there anybody inside? Does it seem like it was broken into? Was there chaos inside of it?
Yeah, the house looks like it's in a bad state. There was definitely a kerfuffle inside. Windows and doors are broken.
Okay, so there's probably nobody in there.
Not that you can see at first sight.
Then we'll head forward.
Yeah, they said that it was deep in the core of it all.
Yeah. I suspect that whatever is causing this infection is coming from the underground, and it's somehow tied to that temple we visited. So maybe there's a large sigil located here somewhere. Or I could figure out how to trace it back.
Yeah, you don't have some sort of magic for that, do you?
Let me see. He can try casting Detect Evil this time around, which is basically the same thing as the Detect Undead. The longer he holds it, the better his radar goes.
First of all, you are overwhelmed with the sense of evil from this entire place.
I mean, probably some of it's coming off of me.
That too.
Yeah.
But also overall just oof.
Oof.
And after the sensory overload passes, it does somewhat point you towards the mouth of the cave, kind of where you would head back into the outdoor region of Vider.
Not where we came from.
Kind of towards that. Like, not the little cave you just came
Yeah.
from, but the big entrance you would
Yeah.
have otherwise entered through.
Okay.
Roughly in that direction.
So, it's ahead of us. Keep your eyes open.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Look
Got it.
for that sigil again. And also let me know if you see any approaching enemies.
Got it.
You're what we would call the scout.
I like that.
It means you keep a vigil, and you also don't do fighting.
Oh,
Scouts watch.
Scouts watch?
Yes. They don't fight.
Well, I got good eyes.
Yes.
So
I'm counting
he's-
on your eyes.
Yeah, he's going to do a whole like...
Give me a spot check.
Scanning. That is not good, as that is a 6.
Yeah, you don't spot the one that just snuck up on Core and is about to attack him.
Yep, I'm scanning forward.
With a
I'm like,
22, Core, does that hit you?
Yeah!
Yeah! Roll initiative.
Ah, shit.
This thing just latches onto his leg.
He's like, man, I'm looking real good right now.
I'm
Just hear Core just go,
Yeah, I'm great at scouting. Dirty 20.
Rooster.
18.
I feel like I've only made poor choices this session.
That was me last session.
As you see, what was once an elven woman has now lunged at Core, swiping. Oh, no, sorry, trying to bite you.
Where is she coming from?
Behind you. She came from the street. And, sorry, I already said she got I think it was a 22 to hit you.
Yeah.
And she deals you, holy shit, 7 points of damage.
Ow.
Where did she bite?
Bit his leg. And yeah, you can tell once again that this is a very similar appearance to those goblins. Except these people, even more so than the goblins, have extremely pronounced veins on them. Like bright, bright red. And it is now your turn, Core.
After Core gets bitten, he wheels around and I think he yells, "I'm ready for you now!" And then he'll use exorcism on them.
What does that do?
It says, you force your will against that of a possessing fiend, trying with all the strength of your faith to drive it from the body of the unfortunate creature before you. That says the possessing fiend must instead succeed on a will save or be driven from its host and shunted to the nearest available open space in its incorporeal form.
You know what? I'll just roll a will save and take it from there. How's that sound?
Well, wouldn't it be against, like, I have to make it roll a will save?
Yeah, and your DC.
What's your DC?
It has to be a 17.
It has to beat a 17. Okay.
Yep.
Rolling. Ooh, interesting. It got a 17. Okay, here's how this is gonna go down. You feel yourself making like this connection to drive that possession out of it, and you actually feel that you're starting to succeed with it. You grab onto something, you push, but then you feel a reaction from it. It realizes what you're doing, and then it basically rips its own throat out and dies.
What the hell?
That's the end of that encounter.
Woof. That lady didn't like that.
And as she's done that, you notice again this corpse producing a surprising amount of blood.
Okay, well, I mean, that kind of solved itself, right?
Whatever it was decided to kill its host rather than let me push it out of the body.
Oh, is that what you were doing?
Yes, it's an exorcism. You're forcing the possessing creature out of the host, but I don't have any more of those spell slots. I can't do that again.
Okay, well, then we'll just start to focus on what we were doing, right?
There's going to be more of those things.
Yep. And we'll work through them as we have before. Come on. And, like, slaps your shoulder.
Okay. All right.
Rooster, spot check as you make your way down the street. Scanning. Scouting.
Hey, it's the same roll. 6. It's exactly the same roll.
You are the worst.
Rooster is the worst at this.
You had one job.
Yeah, I mean, he is a fighter.
Yeah.
He literally fights.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what, Core? You also get to make a spot check because you're walking.
I got an 18.
An 18.
Yeah.
Okay. As you make your way down these streets towards where you're going, you notice you're kind of being followed by that blood from that corpse. But not directly. In fact, it seems to be flowing in a very deliberate way to make a kind of shape.
I turn around and I look at it. What do you mean it's flowing to make a shape?
You notice that it has flown down the street and then made almost like a very strikingly sharp 90-degree turn, and now it's going down a different road.
I mean, it's just like, I got shit to go do.
It's got, I got a schedule. I got a meeting to go to.
Yeah.
I mean, Core like slaps your leg like, hey, look,
Huh?
the
You
blood's
notice
going
it.
somewhere.
Oh, that's weird.
And it slowly flows somewhat towards where you're going.
All right, we follow it.
Sure, you follow it. Crash! In front of you, a window explodes, and out falls a dwarven couple. An older man and a woman fighting for their lives, and coming after them out of the window is another one of these creatures. Another dwarf, but however, fully infected. What would you like to do?
Try to save them. Can I use my glaive to hit the attacking dwarf?
Go for it.
I attack her. Oh no. I didn't hit. I did not hit her. I only got a 2 on the die.
With a 2 on the die, you're just too surprised by it all and completely whiff your move. And the plague thing gets ever closer and is about to strike at them. Rooster, last chance to do something about it.
I'll throw my sword at it.
Do it.
Skewer it.
Do it.
And I have 2 swords, so let's see
Go
how
for
it
it.
goes. 15.
15?
Yeah. That's the first sword.
That hits.
Okay. Then I'll just throw 1 right now.
Okay.
I'm hoping with the amount of strength he pushes into that throw, it skewers it and pushes it back.
Just aiming for the torso?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually that does happen. The sword impales it and basically pushes it over and it falls down and dies, draining of its blood. And the people just like, oh my god, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. And they rush over to you for like protection.
Core points back at where they came from and it says there's an exit to the cave system that way. Go that way, travel past the house that's been broken into, up through the cave system. 15 minutes, you'll be out on the surface.
Thank you. Thank you so much. God bless you. And they run away.
Can you grab my sword?
Okay, I go get it.
Schlorp.
Thank you. Flip.
Is the blood still traveling in the same direction?
And it's joined by the blood of this new corpse.
Okay, all right, we're getting closer.
Cool.
In fact, seeing behind you, everywhere the blood has traveled, it's actually left a line.
Okay, all right. Okay, we continue forward. But as we're walking, Core says to Rooster, he says, remember, whatever you have to do to not get infected.
Yeah.
Even if that means running.
Sure.
And leaving me behind.
What? Sure. Okay.
Do you promise?
He thinks for a moment. You can't die, though, right? Like, you're not going to die, though.
I have no intention of dying.
I mean, I don't want to get infected. I promise you that I'm going to try my best to make sure I don't get infected. Okay?
This isn't about picks you up off of the shoulder, turns you around, puts you back on the ground so that you can talk at eye level. This is not about trying your best not to. This is about making sure you absolutely do not get infected.
I understand your train of thought, but you have to understand mine, where even if I abandoned you, it doesn't guarantee that. You know that, right? I came into this knowing the risk.
You don't, though.
I was there with you.
You weren't.
Yes, I was. I saw the guy that got his arm ripped off and then it grew back and he tried to bite and kill me too. These guys are rough.
You weren't there. You don't know what was happening.
I was there. I don't understand what you're talking about.
If you get infected
Yeah.
and become one of those things, then I have to kill you.
Yeah.
And I can't do that.
Why not?
Because I don't want to.
Okay.
But if you turn, I might not be able to keep myself from killing you. Even if there's a way of actually turning everybody back after this, I might not even be able to think clearly.
What do you mean?
I don't remember what happened in the goblin cave.
What do you mean?
I had to go back in there, and the next thing I knew, I was waking up on the ground outside. It just happens. Sometimes everything goes white, and it's you.
And that wasn't your fault.
But it means I'm not in control of myself. And I could kill you the same way I killed that goblin. The one outside.
Core kind of reaches and touches your arm. I get that you're scared.
I'm not scared.
Okay, then I get you're concerned, but I can take care of myself, and I get to make my own decisions on this. You and I are in this together, and I will promise I will do everything in my power to make sure I do not get infected. I already did that. I showed you it. Me just being on your shoulder.
Right.
And as you say that, you see a creature in the distance walk out of a house, looking around for its next victim.
Okay, now I'm just gonna get back up there. See? There you go. Core. And he, like, smacks your shoulder and says, look, just trust me that we're gonna both do what's right here, okay? You don't need to worry about me, because right now we just need to worry about doing our job, right? Saving this town.
The creature spots you.
That's what we need to do.
Right.
Focus.
It shrieks.
But you still have to promise me you'll run if you need to.
I will promise that if I need to, I will run.
And it charges towards you.
All right, fine.
Make your attack.
I attack. Dice almost fell over the edge of the table. It's teetering. But it's 16 on the die, which means it's good.
That hits!
Nice.
And you don't even need to deal damage.
Oh,
It's not relevant.
what do you
Because
mean?
immediately it dies. And spews its blood all over the place.
Ugh. Is it just me, or are these things getting weaker?
Yeah, and I feel like, I don't know. It's like, do they want us to kill them?
That can't be right.
But if all the blood is moving and that lady slit its throat, I don't think...
Core picks up his pace. He's running.
Okay.
Are we just making this stronger?
You're running towards center.
Shit.
You turn a corner, and up ahead, one of the streets in front of you is blocked by a collapsed burning building. You'll have to cut through one of the buildings. You have a choice. You may cut through the tavern to your left, or through a church on your right.
Man, I could go for a drink.
Focus. I don't know which is the most on fire.
Well, neither of those two buildings are,
Probably
because
the
the third
bar.
one's on
Oh,
fire.
that's what you mean.
Yeah, so sorry. A building has collapsed and is burning in the street in front of you, blocking your way. To get around it, you're going to have to go through the left tavern or the right church. Make your choice.
As a player, I'm curious about what kind of god are they worshipping here.
A bar is more flammable and exploding.
Yeah, that's true.
Got a lot of alcohol in there. And the other one is church might actually be a barrier between, evil and not. So the church is probably the safest bet.
I mean, Core's the one moving, so you'll go towards the church.
All right, you head towards the church. Fling open the doors, and
Bong kick him with a barrier and go flying back because he's not allowed inside that kind of church.
well, let me see what kind of church we got here.
I was joking. Although I am curious about what kind of church it is.
It would be funny if, he couldn't go in, but then your momentum pushes onto the barrier and flings Rooster forward.
Yeah. Well,
This
based
church
on...
is actually dedicated to the goddess Generisa.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
You're quite welcome here.
she's cool.
Generisa loves war and strife and bloodshed. Unironically, she actually kind of is fine with that.
Yeah, she is. She's kind of about that.
She's survival of the fittest.
Survival of the fittest, and she is natural selection itself.
Yeah.
Heading inside the church, there's already been a little bit of death here and there, and a lot of blood. But it's at least not as destroyed as the places outside. However, up the tower, you hear screaming and someone yelling, "Help!"
Screech.
Do you make it up the tower to go help them, which will slow down your progress a bit? Or do you just run out the back and continue on your journey?
Well, we gotta help him, right?
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you hear the voice of a young man screaming for help.
All right. We head up.
You head up the tower? Okay.
Yeah. If it's that same 13-year-old kid at the camp, I'm going to kill him.
How
Push him
much is it
off.
worth to you?
Gonna kill him.
Goodbye. I just remembered, my alignment's evil.
Yeah, taking back my 5 gold.
You head up the stairs, and they are yelling and screaming, and I'm actually going to roll to see if they survive this first attack before you get there. Okay, you actually hear a dong of a church bell, and then see a infected bloody corpse falling down beside you, and someone above saying, "Oh, that's one!" And then you come up there and see there's one more. And he's kind of backed up against the corner. Like, his only way out is to essentially jump off the tower and die. Go ahead, one of you guys do something.
I'm gonna throw a sword at the other one.
Sure.
Do your
If you
attack.
miss, it's going to go flinging right off the top floor of the church.
We'll pick it up on the other side. Yeah, no, that's 7. No, 8.
Well, that's not so bad that I'd punish you so hard for it. So it just hits a wall and falls down.
I got a second sword.
I got no time for that one yet.
Oh, it's exact same roll.
You hit them both against, like, literally, you come up, 2 swords, and they both hit the wall and fall down.
It perfectly goes beside the creature.
On either side?
On both sides, like, hey, yeah!
Yeah, exactly. Core, please do something.
I attack with glaive. With meteor glaive. 14 to hit.
boom, the thing practically explodes into blood, kind of coating you all nice evenly. Now you see in front of you, standing there is a probably traumatized, but a young half-orc dude. He's maybe like, we're not going to talk about age ranges, but in our case, probably like mid-20s, in a priestly gown. Says, "Oh, thank you so much. You're an angel sent to me by Generisa herself. Thank you for saving my life."
No, not angels.
Yeah, do you not know? Okay.
Clearly not
Yeah.
an angel.
Angels
Exact opposite.
have many forms. We can discuss these semantics after we kill the fuck out of these guys and get out of here.
Well, that's strong language for a priest.
Do I have to mind my language around a demon?
You do not, good sir.
Generisa will forgive me for this one.
Yeah.
As he pulls out...
A shotgun.
No.
Dang it.
You know the thing that they put, what is it, like, the frankincense in? They swing it around or
Yeah.
whatever? Yeah, but he pulls it out like a weapon.
Hell yeah.
I can only think of like the holy mace.
Basically, it's like
the
a
holy morning
mace.
star.
Yeah.
Can you pick up my swords?
I pry them out of the wall.
Thanks.
There you
Here, take a blessing. Boom.
go.
Do I double the bless?
You don't double it.
Fuck.
But or you still get the blessing.
It's in my nose. Ah.
See, it's like instead of like Rooster gets like this feeling of courage and warmth and encouragement, you
Yeah.
know. Meanwhile, you basically get the equivalent of smelling salts. Just like, okay, good to go.
Oh yeah.
You still get your +1s.
+1 to what? Please explain.
+1 to your attack rolls and your saving throws. And back down the church tower you go, the other way, and back onto the street. Now with a priest of Generisa in tow.
I try to tell him the exit's that way. Go that way. And get out of here.
Let me courage check on this guy.
Pussy up check.
I rolled a 50. Like,
He's split.
you know what? He's torn right in front of you. He's torn. He can't believe his sight.
If you get infected, I will have to kill you. So you may as well just leave right now.
Yeah.
You've already done a good job.
All right, I will. I'll tend to the wound.
Leave on a high note, as they say. What? What was that you said?
Tend to the wounded?
Oh, okay. All right.
What did you think I said?
I thought you said you had a wound, in which case I would have to, like, kill you.
No.
You're not wounded, right?
No. Goodbye.
Just leaves. Okay.
Well, he'll make a swift exit now, so.
Guy leaves. And you guys press forward. You see that the blood has already run under all that debris and gone ahead of you down the street.
Okay, follow.
Hello everybody and welcome to Coffee Time, where we are back in the 90s for today's recording session. We have 3 lovely messages to get through, and
No, we're not doing that.
I
no.
will take the first one.
Shut the fuck up. No. Okay. First of all, welcome to Coffee Time, where our mic quality has drastically changed.
Echo.
As we are traveling right now, and we're currently recording on Felix's parents' table.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it just came back from a con, Edmonton
Expo.
Expo. Anyway, so without your 90s flair.
We have 3 messages to get through, and without further ado, let's dive into them.
Okay.
The first one is from Spirit 9000. You really missed out on the joke of 9001, but I'll allow it. Hi Fool's Gold team, thank you for making the podcast. I really enjoy your game dynamics during play. And I'd like to pick up a topic from a previous Coffee Time. As a German, I often imagine that in D&D, Dwarven could be German, since it is said that we are kind of grumpy and hungry for work. Best regards, mit freundlichen Grüßen, Spirit 9000.
I can see the dwarves as German.
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah, also because they're very efficient.
And they like beer.
And they have beards.
And also all Germans are like 4 feet tall, so.
Isn't Snow White and the Seven Dwarves actually a German tale?
Yeah.
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 Sneewittchen. That's what she's called there.
Gesundheit.
That is literally so insensitive to my culture.
But I said bless you in German.
Oh, now you're appropriating my culture. I see how it goes.
Yeah, deal with it.
Yeah.
Well, before you get cancelled live on show, why don't you do number 2, Core?
All right.
This is from Leon, and they say, I don't know how much anime you guys watch, but Core's design reminds me a lot of the lizard priest from Goblin Slayer. And I felt like I had to tell y'all, because this realization hit me like a truck. And then they attached a file.
It kind of does look like the lizard dude.
It's not too far off.
No.
I mean, they got the hair, they got the general blue skin.
They got the horn. Well, the horns are blue though.
And they're not quite bull horns. But I can see some of the resemblance. I've never seen Goblin Slayer. So
Put it on your to-do list. It's a good one.
oh, okay.
Also, is he like a cleric?
Yeah, he's a priest.
Oh, he is.
Oh my god.
He is a.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Some people out there definitely think I could just copy that.
Yeah, but that's kind of like how creating something works. Like with Sips, they just thought I had Wukong, and I never fucking known about Wukong.
True.
And you've never watched Goblin Slayer.
No.
It's not like, oh yeah, you saw this once, so you designed your character like that.
No. Core is partially inspired by Goss Harag from Monster Hunter Rise.
Oh, I see that now.
Because
Yeah.
it's a big ice blue Oni, and Core definitely is Oni inspired and has the ice element. So
Yeah, you also like designed him as like an opposite to Rooster. 'Cause
Exactly.
We had Rooster's design first.
yeah, and I made Core specifically for like this color palette and all of that to reflect to be the opposite of Rooster. And
compliment.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And Rooster has a very eastern desert design, so Core has a little bit of like a western desert sort of aesthetic.
Cowboy.
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 Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what you were setting up.
No.
Oh my god.
Thinking of a cowboy.
Anyway,
Anyway,
We'll move on.
I love your character designs though. They're really fun.
thank you.
All right, Dingo, what do you got?
Okay, so mine is from James, and they want me to do it in Rooster's voice.
Damn right.
Okay, my Rooster voice.
Oh, you regret not doing vocal warm-ups now, huh?
No. No, I fucking live on the edge, whatever. I don't even care. Alright, so, hi, Dingo. So, you created me, right? So you're like God? Yes, I am like God. You better fucking smarten up. Before I remove an arm. Okay, for my last character.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway, it goes, now it's back to James that says, thanks, I'll take it from here. Hey guys, it was so awesome meeting you all at Gen Con. I still hardly believe it. Glad you liked my Rooster cosplay. Oh yeah, you know that one. Yay. Yeah, it's so great.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I love seeing people, like, I mean, when anybody cosplays our characters, it's just like, who the fuck? It's like seeing something in the wild, just being like, oh, I recognize that.
Like a glitch in the Matrix.
It is a glitch in the Matrix, but it's so sweet.
It's so amazing. I mean, that's like peak for me. Anyway, I gotta keep reading. I work so hard on. Yeah, I can clearly tell you work so hard on it. Love y'all and keep doing what you do best. Winky face.
Winky face.
Yay, the winky
Wink.
face.
Yeah, so that was really cool. We saw some cool cosplays back at Gen Con. So
And we saw a Rooster, and we saw a Core.
yeah,
And I remember
a Jack.
did we see a Jack?
Yeah.
Well, that was last year. Did we see one this year?
Yeah, we did. They came to the
God.
booth, remember?
Oh my
That was Alan
god.
Wrench.
That's right. Oh, that's Alan Wrench. Yeah. Gosh, everything's blurring together now.
No, but it's always so amazing, and thank you all for well, first of all, thank you for the coffee messages. Let's just say that right off the bat.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for supporting the show.
Yeah, and paying our editor.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And then, thank you all for all the support and seeing you guys at Gen Con. Also, at Edmonton, we saw a lot of you guys.
Yeah.
So, a lot of people don't know that we're Canadian.
Yeah,
So,
surprise.
a surprise Canadian flag. But I guess we'll get back to the fucking bloody mess that is this session.
Let's dive back into it.
Yeah.
You're getting closer now to the mouth of the cave. And you see that in that area is a kind of, central town plaza kind of area where they would have had like their farmers markets and shit like that. And things seem to be congregating there.
Not in a fun way, right? Not in a fun way.
Like they're setting up party.
No, it's not
stuff
like not like a farmer's market.
It's maybe not the kind of congregation. Congregation is not the right word to describe this. There are a lot of bodies around there. But in the center of all those bodies, just a dude standing there.
It's a dude?
Just a dude.
It's a guy.
Kind of short.
Can we look and see who it is?
Spot check.
Spot check. Did you roll another 6?
I rolled an 8.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay, wow.
It is that's a dude.
I got a 22.
Well, you're actually not 100% sure. They seem kind of familiar, but you can't can't quite put it.
Remember this fucking guy?
I knew this guy was gonna come up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bob or
Bob.
Billy.
No.
Bob.
Bill.
It's Bill.
Please keep this part in.
Okay.
We can't even. We're just like that fucker, Bob.
You vaguely recognize him as Bill, the guy from the old temple you were with.
I think his name is Bob.
I think you're wrong. I checked my notes this time.
Yeah, I don't have notes.
But Cora's just like, Bob.
And he's just kind of standing there, just kind of looking around, killing the time.
Smeagol.
Smeagol, yeah.
What's the guy from Lord of the Rings?
Smeagol.
Yeah, Smeagol. Gollum.
Gollum, thank you.
Gollum.
That was the other guy.
Yeah.
It's the same guy. But...
Yeah.
To this day, I don't know why it has 2 names, and at this point, I'm too afraid to ask.
What? You didn't watch it?
I forgot.
I haven't watched it either.
I've watched it, I've just forgotten.
A hex upon you all.
I also sometimes mix him up with Gurgi, because Gurgi's from the Black Cauldron and also kind of has that same sort of like...
Okay, let's move on.
Moving on.
You're hurting my soul.
Gurgi!
Okay.
No, I have to
Gurgi
watch
with the
it
blood
again.
red mace.
I watch like Lord of the Rings every 5 years.
I haven't seen it.
And then shut the fuck up.
A hex upon you all.
What do you do?
I mean, Rooster doesn't know.
I will tell you, it's that weird guy from inside the temple with the blood red mace.
Bob?
Yeah, Bob.
Motherfuckers.
Gurgi.
You just can't respect my names. You can never respect my names.
No.
Even though you used like a normal, memorable name, I called him Bill, which is like unforgettably simple.
It's up for that's the problem.
And then I give him complicated names, you guys are like, Bucket. Fuck you.
This is what I live for.
Fucking.
Just to fuck with you.
Just tell me what you fucking do.
Anyway,
Wait,
Corks.
so Bob?
we let him walk away in the other temple with the mace. Is he controlling them? What am I watching him do? He's just kind of milling about, right?
Yep, there's no of the creatures around him.
Bob!
It's just him.
Bob!
Rooster, wait, I don't think this guy is friendly.
Bob!
You see the guy being like, and then waving at you.
I wave. Hey, there's a lot of bad things around there. You should really leave.
Where's the blood?
He waves you over.
Where's the blood that's been pooling?
It's on the floor all over the place.
It's around him?
Yeah, but, well,
In a pattern?
yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, he gestures you guys over.
Rooster, I know why my god told me I had to come here.
Why?
I have to retrieve that weapon.
What weapon?
The one he has in his hand. He's carrying it, right?
You see him wielding a crimson mace.
The one that we gave him.
Yep.
Yes.
I need to retrieve that.
Oh, that's the thing?
Yes.
Ah, man. Could have gotten that a lot sooner. Oh well.
It's my fault.
No, you weren't told. It's fine.
You see Bill gesturing like what's up? Like, come over here.
I'm waving.
We might need to kill him.
Oh,
I'm walking over.
we'll see.
He might be the cause of all this. I guess my detect evil's worn off or something, so I wouldn't know if that's where this is coming from. Narratively, it seems that way.
Hey, you got some common sense in you.
We head over.
Hey, Bob.
Hello, friends. It is wonderful to see you again.
That's not the voice he had before. Is
Not
it the
at
voice
all.
he had
Yeah.
before?
Not
no.
at all the
That's-
voice he had before.
That's not your voice.
That's not your voice.
Isn't it great? I've gotten a new voice now.
From what?
Who?
From my new master. He rewarded me with a much better voice.
Oh.
I can even be like, foreboding. Isn't it awesome?
So what, like Abrith?
No.
No.
Who is your master, though?
You don't know?
No, I
They're
don't.
your master too.
What?
Aren't they? They said you'd come.
Explain yourself.
They said you'd be here.
Who is it?
It's Cadis. Master Cadis brought us together.
The frog?
No, that was
Frog?
The captain.
no.
Oh, that's Commander Callus.
Okay.
That was Callus. I was thinking of like
Cadis.
Scab, but I was like,
Cadis?
no, it's a callus.
Core? You have never heard this name before.
I don't know this name.
Yes.
But he said they said they'd bring us together. Well, I mean, they did. You're here now.
He got sent by Abrith. It's different. Do you think they're like in calls with each other?
Maybe.
Maybe they like
I mean, that
talking?
I was thankful to hear my master speak to me, but I don't think I'm privy to that kind of information of what they do with the other demons
Right.
or whatnot. Like, I don't know.
Get it.
But regardless, Kate has brought us together and you're here now and this is wonderful. So we can continue our work.
What kind of work?
You mean this infection?
Yes, isn't it awful?
How do you... I don't understand. Explain yourself.
Oh, I'm here to end the infection.
Oh, cool.
Yes. Would you like to help me?
I mean, yeah.
I don't like the sound of this. Something's not right.
Well, so after this is done, I mean, I don't know what plans you've been given, but I'll just tell you like what's been told to me so that we're all on the same page.
Sure.
I need you to take this mace and I need you to bring it to the person that's going to show up after we're done here. Can you do that?
Probably Abrith.
And it's a person. I don't know exactly what person, but I know it's a person that will come as a result of what we're doing. Not a monster, a person.
Not a god?
I don't know. I just know it's a person. Some of this stuff is very need to know. I'm kind of getting used to it, but hey, I've got this cool voice now, so I'm not really complaining.
Yeah, you even look a little bit better. You're
Right?
less
Oh,
haggard.
look, and he takes his leather helmet off. It's like, I've got hair now.
Oh, wow.
They gave me blonde.
I'm so deeply confused. Are you getting anything that I'm not getting here?
Are you talking to me or Rooster?
I'm talking to Dingo.
Oh,
'Cause I
this
know
guy's
Rooster
fucked.
does-
No, this guy's evil as shit.
Yeah,
this
right.
is a bad situation.
Yeah.
But Rooster has already befriended.
I
this
know. The
person.
hard thing is that Core is just Core does not have enough information about what's going on.
Yeah, and
so
I'm-
even Core is just like, what the fuck? What's happening?
And I, as a player of chaos, always want to see what happens.
I know.
But that's just me.
I know.
You seem very confused. Am I not doing a good job explaining this? I'm sorry.
I am not serving Cadus. I am serving Aberith. Aberith told me to come here and to retrieve that weapon.
Okay, I guess so.
So are you the one causing this infection? This blood blight?
Oh, not anymore.
Not anymore?
No, that was a while ago.
Why
That was a
did you
few days
start
ago.
doing that?
Oh, I had to. That was my job. Well, I didn't know it was gonna do this whole infection thing. I found that out afterwards.
Don't demon stuff, normally kind of lead to bad stuff, or is it always good?
Well, I mean, this will lead to something better. Apparently
That's
the-
good.
Yes. Yeah, no, I've been told this will lead to, they're going to make it a much nicer place up here. The country here is dead. It's hot and it's sand. It kind of sucks, to be honest. Apparently they're gonna make it better.
I don't mind. If you got a sand sailor, it's fantastic.
Oh, I've never tried that yet.
Ooh, you and I should do that.
Well, maybe we can pray to Cadus that they will keep some of the sand around for us and not cover everything in a beautiful utopia.
We're not praying to Cadus.
Oh, we can pray to Abrith too. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to offend, I'm sorry.
All right. Are you okay, Cor?
He seems very strung up.
Yeah, he's quite strung up.
He's had a rough couple days. Be easy on him.
Oh, sorry to hear that, old friend.
Do you have that symbol, the piece of paper again?
Yeah. And kind of just takes it out of his pocket and brings it down to you.
He shows it to him. What is this mark?
Ah, the mark of Cadus. I've memorized it well.
Okay, so when we were back in that temple, did I accurately deduce that this was one of the warring... This is a demon that was Cadus a demon that Aberith had fought and defeated?
I'm trying to think back to how much you found out in that temple.
I'm trying to remember if that was something that you actually told me or if that was just something that he's like, oh, well, that's the logical explanation.
I think it was just Core's deduction. I don't think I told you that.
No, I don't think he did
No.
either.
Can I roll religion on knowing anything about Cadus?
Go for it.
Not great. I only got a 9.
You actually have studied a lot of, demonology and religions. Rings no bell to you. Nothing. Nada. Never heard of this name. Never seen the symbology. This is completely foreign to you.
All Core knows is that he heard a voice in his head while he was sleeping that told him to go find the weapon. And it's the same voice that he's been hearing in the past, right? When he's been trying to make contact with Aberith. So then the only thing he knows is that, yeah, he's supposed to take this weapon, I guess.
Then I guess this is what you gotta do, huh?
How do I end this blood plague?
Oh, right. So to end this blood plague, we need to add one more body right here.
What do you mean, one more body?
Any one of us three.
Huh?
One of us.
I prefer not to be it myself, but I mean...
One of
You,
us
like,
three has
tap
to
out?
die, and then the blood plague will just end.
Yeah. So I've been told.
I see.
Kind of like looks at, well, if you gotta take the weapon. And,
True.
And you're doing a thing.
So I guess it's got to be you.
And he points to himself.
I
Ugh.
see.
Well, I
Cor
don't
will
know.
cut off Bill's head.
You gonna cut off Bill's head?
Yeah.
No warning?
No.
Okay.
Yes. Good.
Do it.
The
Do
drama.
I got a... Yeah, dirty 20 to hit.
Ooh. Roll damage.
12.
Not bad. Okay. You deal severe damage to Bill's neck. And don't decapitate him, however.
That's surprising.
Well, it's only 12 damage.
Off of somebody's neck?
It's 12 damage.
That's surprising.
If I'd pulled the same move on you, how would you feel?
Not great.
Because you have more health than that.
I guess so.
But anyways, you know.
This guy was spindly the last time we saw him.
And he's no longer spindly.
I know.
Like, you can tell, he's almost like, dashing. Oh, you know. Anyways, thud. Blade connects to his neck. Sticks in there quite a bit. And it's definitely like, oh, I guess it's me. It's gonna be me, isn't it? Pulls it out of his neck. Okay.
You can always just come back later, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No.
exactly.
No.
Well, you're here for the weapon, right? I just want to make sure.
Yes.
And please give it to the person that appears. Bill kind of he's like closing his eyes. He's like, you have like a stick I can bite onto or something.
Oh, jerky. He just puts the jerky into his mouth.
Oh, thank you.
It's teriyaki.
And then ends his own life with the mace he's holding.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry, the Morning Star, I think it was.
Yikes.
Right? Let me just make sure. I don't want to say something wrong.
I think Kor tries to stop him first for a second.
Okay, so literally he lifts his arm up to swing, and you hold his elbow. Mm-hmm. What is it?
Oh, is it my turn?
No.
It's okay. I can do it myself.
Okay, yeah, I do have a spell.
Okay.
I wonder if you'll let me stretch this a little bit.
Okay, what would you like to do?
It's a spell called Ease Pain. Usually it's just supposed to be... It immediately removes any lingering effects of pain, including penalties imposed by pain, angry ache, or similar spells. I was wondering if I could extend it to at least it being a painless death.
I'll allow
you
that.
can numb it out.
I'll allow that.
I mean, Kor has a lot of sympathy for somebody in this situation.
And yeah,
As much as he's kind of wigged out by this, and my Avery is like, I don't like any of this, don't trust any of this. Kor is committed to this just being the way it has to go. So for that, Bill earns his sympathies. And I think he just says, thank you for your devotion to Abrith.
he puts his other hand on your arm or shoulder, whatever you can reach, and just says, "Thank you, friend, for Cadis. Just not the monster, the person." He looks at you, waiting for an acknowledgement.
I'll see that this goes to the person, not the monster.
Thank you. Bam! Rams the Morning Star into his guts, pulls, completely disembowels himself, and dies right in front of you, and clunk. The Crimson Morning Star hits the ground right beside him, as his body oozes normal amounts of blood.
So what about a monster?
I have to make sure that the mace does not get passed along to the monster, but that it goes to the person.
No, I got that. I'm just like, he looks around. Okay, I guess I'll just wait.
These things become clear once you see them, sometimes. Gods are mysterious in that way.
It's kind of weird.
And he'll go to pick up the mace.
The moment you touch the mace, all of the blood on the ground glows, and you feel a thunderous just boom coming from underneath you, and you can see that the runic circle that was being carved all over the city has now activated, as the blood was running into all sorts of sigils on a city-sized scale. And below you, a portal begins opening up. What would you like to do? Because if you don't move, you're going to end up in that portal. I'm just going to say that.
I mean, can we step outside of it?
You can run away.
Sure. Grab Rooster and hoof it to the outside of the portal ring.
I'm
Sounds
on your
good.
shoulder.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So yeah, you guys run to the outside of the portal ring, and
My heart is beating in my chest. I forgot how terrifying it is to play in your campaigns.
Oh, I'm fucking living the dream.
Yeah, you enjoying watching me make all the bad decisions.
It's not just you, dude.
I know.
You're not the only one here.
I try to be the one who makes sensible decisions, though. Not this time around.
Rooster can too.
I have a hand in all this too.
You.
And speaking of hand, bam! A large, grayish arm comes out of the ground, thud, right beside the portal, and starts pushing itself out, followed by another arm, and another arm, and a fourth arm, followed by wings, and a distorted kind of head, And this thing finally pulls itself out of the glowing portal in front of you and steps out. It's larger than you expected. This thing is, by the time it finally pushes itself out of the portal, is around 30 feet tall, about 3 stories. It has 4 strong-looking arms with menacing claws. It has crimson wings, a head with sharp fangs, kind of some semblance of like a mane running down it, a black mane running down its head. And then most terrifying of all, its torso is just another giant mouth.
You do realize we're level 3, right?
You are faced with a Chlorichier, a terrifying, immensely powerful creature. For those at home, this is a CR 25.
What the fuck? Why would you do that to us? We're level 3.
3. I'm just trying to learn with my swords right now.
And it stretches and lets out an ear-piercing screech as it comes to life.
Is that the guy?
I don't think that's the guy.
Oh.
The floating head is in your mind, not the monster, but the person.
Are you the guy?
Just looks down at you and just shrieks.
I don't think he's the guy. Yeah, you're right.
I don't know why that's the guy.
And then you hear a voice in your head saying,
What guy?
There's supposed to be a guy. I don't know. Somebody who wants that. He points to the weapon.
Core still have it in his hand.
You should.
I didn't say I dropped it,
Yep, you have it.
I mean, your duty is to take that thing to the guy.
but not this thing. You had a brain thought?
Yeah, I got a brain thought, but I want to see what you...
Go for your brain thought first.
I do have a question. Rooster looks up into the sky.
You're still in the cave.
Damn it. Oh, we're in a cave. Fuck.
Like you're at the, you can, if you run like a block, you'll be
Yeah.
outside.
I guess he's trying to see if he can see in the snakes. Hey, snaky guys! I think this is the thing. Noodle!
Snakes, you say?
And it steps out. It starts walking away. You can also see that the summoning circle now is completely dissipated and the blood has disappeared. And the rest of the town, in fact, has fallen eerily silent.
Ha! No guy.
It's making its way outside.
You there.
What?
In the name of Abrith,
That's a laugh.
excuse you,
You were saying?
I want to know what your intention is. Why were you brought here?
Oh, and what's your name?
I hate you so much.
Dude, Rooster's gonna ask everybody their name all the time.
I know, I gotta be fucking ready with this shit.
This is your own fault, really.
I mean, we just follow the same naming conventions. It would be like Blueberry.
Strudel.
Pickle!
Dude, Pickle was the first thought I had.
Strudel. Dingleberg.
You hear a reply with,
None.
None?
I
Haven't earned one.
Ah.
And that's what I'm here to do.
Oh, well, I can
and
give you a
then
name.
It jumps and rips one of the quaddles out of the sky.
Noodle, no!
One of the noodles is dying now.
Oh, God.
And it leaves you here in the center of this town to figure out how to deal with this CR25 problem.
And the guy.
And the guy that you're supposed to hand this mace off to. This mace, which has started tingling your very soul with all sorts of powers.
How's that powers feels?
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
So then what's the plan?
I don't know.
That's okay. We'll figure it out.
Hey, thank you for listening to this episode of Fool's Gold Sands. If you like the show, you can check out our website, foolsgold.fun/sands, for a bunch of extra content there. We have cool stuff like concept art, comics for backstories, even some extra character art, and you can buy personal messages for coffee time to support the show. But that's all for this week, so I will see you next time.